Thursday night baseball on the show from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Guys are ready to head home after this. Jaime Garcia will be on the mound for the Stros. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
And, fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they want to be playing their best ball. They have to find a way to win this ball game, especially on a Thursday night. You don't want to be headed into the weekend getting swept.
Yeah, one of the things you want to do, D-Road, take care of business here on this Thursday and not look forward to that weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday series coming up. Take care of business here in Thursday's game.
Now in the box, Tim LeCastro. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard on the ground towards short. Beckham loves it. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Here's Buster Posey now. The head-to-head line against Garcia. He's collected 11 hits in 21 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish. Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away. Bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th-hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5-hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Swing and a liner, but foul. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. 0-1, here it comes. Liner towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. Now here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Billy Hamilton
takes a fastball on the inside corner. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right
now. 1-2, the count to Billy Hamilton.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you have to be hoping that Chris Bryant can get it going soon. He's really been struggling, hitting under 200 over the last 10 games. He doesn't usually go into these long droughts, but right now he's truly in one. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Kane is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup in for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now here it comes. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. Sliders in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. Astros go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Didi Gregorius.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. And that one right down Main Street. Now the 1-1 pitch. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2-2.
He pulls this one into right. Cruz is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Stepping up to the plate, Victor Rivera, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Michael Saunders now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 1-0 home. A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Into the box, Christian Bethancourt as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Chad Cloutier, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1. Hit back toward the mound. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Riding in once again, Tim LeCastro. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Striding in for Houston, Nelson Cruz, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The count now at 2-2. Mm. 3-2. Chris Davis will be next. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And Beltre throws on to first for the out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
No balls and a strike to count. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Beltre shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Next up for the Stros, Brandon Belt. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. There's a strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2. He's sitting fastball.
Hits this one hard the other way. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit. And the 2-out hit keeps the inning alive for Yadier Molina. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swings through the slider there.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. At the plate, Tim Beckham. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. Fastball in there for a called strike. Molina at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in for his second at-bat, Buster Posey. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Ready for another chance. Adrian Beltre. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. 1 out, nobody on. Beltre still playing here at age 38. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Line drive to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll get in there safely.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
In now, Lorenzo Cain, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Line towards center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Digging in to try it again. Didi Gregorius hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Davis going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And a relay home, and he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Rivera, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the... Next will be the designated hitter, Freddie Galvis. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Little tapper down the first baseline. foul ball, strike 2. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second, but they throw it away. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Number 8.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Ready with the 1 and 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Nelson Cruz becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 3rd. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kane is under it. And that's the 3rd out. But 3 runs. Digging in now for the Yankees, Michael Saunders. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Villar is there on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chad Cloutier. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Popped him up. Bryant is there. And the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brandon Belt is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And as you see there, that total good for second place on this Astros ball club. 0-1 the count.
4 runs, 6 hits.
No errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. To first. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Stepping in, Tim Beckham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Galvis behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Billy Hamilton, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Scooped up on the first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. For the Astros, as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Ready once again, Tim LeCastro. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
1-0 pitch on the way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Mark Valdez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 54, Mark Valdez.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. So striding in, Lorenzo Cain, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. On the season, Cain begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Hard on the ground towards short. The throw will go to third, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First pitch coming, here it is. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So Mark Valdez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching. Number 54.
Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way out in front.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 23, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Cruz awaits the 1-0. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Betancourt is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Next for New York, Victor Rivera. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Here's Michael Saunders now. First pitch of the at-bat. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in on to Belt, and they turn to a double play. So coming to the plate, Christian Betancourt. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. The pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And then here's Chris Davis now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, number 4, catcher, Yadier.
So 2 are gone now for Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. Rounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Anthony Swarzak will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high. Now the 1-0. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Hit hard on the ground to third. Bryant is up with it, and a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play.
Now batting, second baseman, Tim LeCastro.
Ready for another chance? Tim LeCastro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. A high fastball is in there. Line towards center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Into the box now, Mark Valdez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? One there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Yankees. Ready for another shot now.
Leading out for the Astros, the shortstop, Jim Beckham.
First offering on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Riding in once again, Freddie Galvis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Chris Davinsky takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Very weakly on the ground. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still 1-2. Sliders in for a strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. Justin Grimm has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Beltre. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. To his left, Villar on to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. Ready once again, Lorenzo Cain.
And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Swinging a soft liner. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Didi Gregorius stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Nope. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world, and when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Now batting, first baseman, Victor Rivera.
Into the box, Victor Rivera. Line toward the alley in left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Hard hit ball to second. Villar fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Bethancourt. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And he will be safe at the plate as he's able to sneak in ahead of the tag, and it's 6-4.
Man, he's out there trying to throw strikes, and give his guys a chance to come back and maybe win this thing, but that wild pitch and the insurance run it allows to score certainly aren't helping matters in the slightest.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Hit down the line at first. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Digging in once again, Jonathan Villar. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Pat Neshek enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. Ball 1. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Beltre scoops it up. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Count even now at 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Throw on to first will be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball. Here's Chris Davis now. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's gone 2 for 8. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And he got him. So 1 run here on 1 hit. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Mark Valdez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. And Lorenzo Cain on deck loves to see that. It means he'll hit here as well.
Center fielder number 13.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First offering on its way. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Beltre rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as they tack on an important run to make it 7-5 now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now an 8-5 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And that is down as that could be 2 bases. Gregorius rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Michael Saunders now.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
VR has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits. No. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. A changeup over the inside corner. A ball and a strike, the count to the Astros first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Striding in for Houston, Tim Beckham. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Hit to first. Rivera comes up with it. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was necessary for this one, and he had just enough to get the job done.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. New York came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Chris Davinsky claims the win out of the pen, his first. Pat Neshek works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching